Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Life is one of the heaviest beams one can try to support. It is known to go through storms that contain heavy winds and downpours. But you are built to stand and not collapse. I challenge you to grow out of your comfort zone. The biggest giant you will ever face in life is your mindset. One of the biggest things that limit us and keep us defeated is the opinion we have of ourselves. When I changed my mind, it changed my life. I didn't just survive, I bounced back better. Bounce 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 back better.
You're now listening to Life Structure with Eric.
Welcome to the Life Structure with Eric podcast. I am your host, Eric. Thank you for tapping in today. Question of the day: who has recently released something out of your life that has emotionally drained you bankrupt? You know without a doubt that it was the right thing to do. You are ready to move forward, but now you feel stuck on a blank page in between chapters in your life. Now you're asking yourself, why me? If that's you, this is a good day for you to connect with me here. If it's not you, please definitely take the time to share this with someone that you know that needs to hear this message. So basically, let's start here. You're in a situation where you are pretty much gave something or someone access and permission to enter into your life. But basically, with you doing that, you given that someone or something the permission to come into your life. Basically, it demolished your character. When we have something that shakes up our life and we finally get the courage to detach ourselves from it, that's when change takes place. But that doesn't mean it will happen overnight. I'm speaking from experience. You know, the road back is a difficult road. Why is it difficult? Because we have left a trail of casualties, hurt people, broken relationships, poor choices, which brought on consequences, financial problems, and lots of pain, both emotional and spiritual pain. But basically, as I started to grow and mature, I realized I was the one responsible for all of this havoc that I had created in my life. So at that moment, I had to stop saying, why me? And I realized I could rebuild my life. It wasn't going to be pretty and it wasn't going to be pain free. That was one of the first things that, I had to come to realize, yes, I can rebuild, but it's not going to happen overnight. I am going to run into some obstacles, which is going to cause a little bit of emotional pain, but with a lot of determination, and staying motivated, I could definitely get through it. So with that being said, if it's you that's going through hell right now, don't stop. If you're going through hell right now, don't stop. The comeback, it will be embarrassing. The older that where we have been, it remains until we cleanse ourselves. The people we hurt will not trust us at first, but we must still work through the obstacles that life has placed in our path. As painful and embarrassing that it may be, you must become and stay humble through the humiliation. I would say that with me, my determination to figure out how to maneuver through life and to stand up and face life as it was thrown at me has allowed me to survive many obstacles without looking back and medicating myself. Because one of the things that kill our growth is when we decide to change and set out on a new mission. We plan, but we never plan to fail. We never plan to fail. Did you know that the Marines, when they train for a secret mission, they plan every possible scenario that they could possibly fail before they plan how they would be successful? When they went in to get bin Laden, the helicopter that the SEALs took in, it crashed into a wall. But instead of them panicking, they basically towed it out of there and continued their mission. They did not give up. There were no blank pages in their blueprint. They had a backup plan. They continued on in the middle of the night until they completed their mission. The why me pity parties has to stop. You have to stand firm, faith up, and face the obstacles that life presents. When you remain humble in the midst of your blank page, God will push you through your difficult season, and you will be amazed at how God repairs things in your new season. One of the main things that discourage us is comparing our life to others. In life, sometimes, for whatever reason, we are the only ones, you know, we feel we are the only ones with a target on our backs. No one else that we know ever goes through anything. Hashtag not true. Some people, they just know how to release their burdens and carry faith instead of the feel of defeat. Carrying that mindset of defeat, it would just back you into a corner. You have to learn how to release your burdens. Because I mean, if you're praying and meditating, and trusting God, you can't have faith and trust that He will bring you through something, but at the same time, you're carrying that burden. You have to release it. You cannot walk around with the mindset of defeat because it will definitely isolate you and push you into a corner. So basically, you have to remember, once you pray, meditate, and give it to God, you have to remember this mission is not just your mission. God does not leave unfinished projects, He completes it. There is nothing that you have faced, experienced, or overcame that God has never prepared for. Throw all your whys to the side and allow God the room to work on your behalf. I shared in my book how in 18 years of my rebuilding phase, I have experienced the loss of a brother, a nephew, a daughter. I've experienced repos, evictions, and more. But I did not get weary when my life became shakeable. I basically compared it to what Job went through. And I remembered how he did not succumb when he experienced a blank page in his life. Job, in the midst of a shakeable chapter in his life, still managed to maintain an unshakable faith. His faith did not, it did not diminish. He kept faith through all that he lost, everything that was taken from him. He did not lose his faith. So I'm sharing this to say, do not let time make you doubt what God told you He would restore in your life. Anything that we attempt to build in life goes through a process. Just because you have a history of failure in life does not disqualify you. The moment you release your stronghold, you regain power. It took a lot of confidence for you to get where you are today. You succeeded in changing your story from a near-death experience into a positive, miraculous transformation. Only one with the mindset filled with determination can do what you have done. Once you attach confidence to your character, you start to love yourself again, and you learn to be joyful, and you become unbothered by life's obstacles. A determined mindset is not one that never feels discouraged. It's one that continues on in spite of. Always remember, defeat and pain come not from failing, but from giving up. Overcoming obstacles grants us access to the creativity, strength, and courage necessary to navigate through life. That blank page in your story that you currently feel that you are stuck on, you're not stuck. God believes in your growth. He feels He has fed you enough spiritual protein and you have strong enough power on the inside of you. And you are strong enough to apply your spiritual weight that you have gained to create life. So don't give up. You have spiritual weight that you have gained to create a life changing blueprint on your blank page. Pray and use your creativity to create your backup plan on your blank page. You are so much more than the things that you have been through. So I encourage you to go into your quiet place, pray, meditate, and watch God push you out of your idle chapter. With that being said, I thank you for tapping in, and you go and have yourself a blessed week.